It all feels like a scene from Final Destination, no matter how long or deep the love story. Once someone is photographed with Rose, their romance seems doomed. This isn't a one-off coincidence. It's been unfolding for years, a strange and chilling pattern. Like Gigi and Zayn's 6-year relationship quietly sinking just weeks after their Met Gala snapshot in September 2021. To some, it may have looked like just a photo. But in hindsight, that moment feels like the exact second the Titanic brushed against the iceberg. And in this twisted love story, Rose isn't just in the photo, she is the iceberg. Silent, elegant, and devastating to any couple who crosses paths with her. From haunting lyrics like, "I'll put a curse on her and you," to the growing list of breakups that seem to follow her presence, the whispers are no longer just gossip, they've become a warning. So now, let's take a closer look at the timeline of broken hearts and see who truly became the next victim of the Rose curse. The latest victim to fuel the legend? Katy Perry. Just recently, she was spotted smiling backstage with Rose, an innocent snap that made headlines. But not long after, whispers of a split between Katy and longtime partner Orlando Bloom began to surface. The timing? A little too perfect. It all started innocently, just a photo at the Met Gala in September 2021. Supermodel Gigi Hadid, radiant in her signature elegance, posed beside Blackpink's Rose, who had just made her debut appearance at fashion's most exclusive night. The two had no public friendship, no known connection, just one brief moment captured under flashing lights. But just weeks later, headlines confirmed what fans feared. Gigi and Zayn Malik had quietly separated. Suddenly, that harmless snapshot took on a new meaning. Whispers turned into theories, and theories turned into warnings. Had Rose unknowingly become a silent trigger for celebrity heartbreak? Was this the start of something darker? Like the Titanic brushing against what seemed like a harmless iceberg, that first encounter marked the beginning of a bizarre pattern, one where the presence of Rose seemed to quietly unravel even the most powerful Hollywood couples. And Gigi Hadid was just the beginning. Not long after, Florence Pugh, celebrated for her rising stardom and long-standing relationship with Zach Braff, crossed paths with Rose backstage at a June 2022 event. They shared a warm smile, just a quick interaction caught by cameras. But that same month, Florence and Zach announced their breakup, ending a relationship that had lasted years despite media pressure. Suddenly, another name joined the list. What had seemed like harmless proximity began to feel like a pattern. Subtle, eerie, and consistent. Then came Olivia Rodrigo, the voice of heartbreak for a new generation. At a summer music festival in August 2022, she was spotted hanging out with Rose, two young stars sharing a moment under festival lights. Fans adored the crossover. But days later, Olivia's quiet breakup with Adam Faze made headlines. Yet again, a romantic bond faded into silence shortly after Rose appeared in the frame. A coincidence? Maybe. But how many coincidences can one story take? Sabrina Carpenter's backstage photo with Rose at a September 2022 award show was cute, fun, and unassuming. But in the weeks that followed, fans noticed something shift. Sabrina suddenly went silent, private her Instagram, and quietly distanced herself from the public eye. She never confirmed a breakup, but something changed. Was the curse striking again? Not always with loud headlines, but with silence, withdrawal, and shadows? In November 2022, Kendall Jenner, a queen of the fashion world, attended the LACMA Gala and snapped a photo with Rose. She was still dating NBA star Devin Booker at the time, a couple who had weathered public scrutiny and seemed solid. But by the end of the month, they were done. No scandals, no drama, just over. That's how it always seems to happen with Rose. No fire, just a quiet extinguishing of something that once burned bright. Camila Cabello had just started a new chapter with tech CEO Austin Kevich. They were seen smiling, exploring life beyond her high-profile past. In February 2023, Camila attended a fashion event and was seen interacting with Rose. Just another industry crossover, until news broke months later. The couple had parted ways. Fans were already watching closely, and the whispers only got louder. Even rising stars weren't spared. Jacob Elordi and Kaia Gerber were the golden Gen Z couple. Young, beautiful, and deeply admired. At an April 2023 premiere, Jacob was seen laughing with Rose on the carpet. Kaia wasn't present. Weeks later, their breakup was confirmed. Another addition to the pattern, another moment that couldn't be ignored. But the biggest heartbreak yet? Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn. They had dated for 6 quiet, meaningful years, largely out of the spotlight, fiercely protective of their love. Yet in August 2022, Taylor and Rose were photographed together at a VMAs afterparty. The picture went viral, a powerful pop crossover. And by April 2023, Taylor and Joe had ended things. The fandom mourned, theories exploded, and the timeline matched perfectly. 6 years undone in 6 months. The internet did what it does best, connected the dots and screamed, "It's happening again." And this time, the curse didn't just strike Hollywood, it crossed into global music royalty. In mid-2023, Rose reportedly met Latin pop superstar Rosalia. Not long after, Rosalia and Raul Alejandro, once thought to be unbreakable, shocked fans with news of their breakup. Coincidence? Maybe. But the growing list says otherwise. Rewind to 2020, when Rose attended a Yves Saint Laurent event and crossed paths with Rami Malek. Fast forward to August 2023, and after 5 years together, Rami and Lucy Boynton quietly ended their relationship. That's not a fresh wound. That's vintage heartbreak. Bella Poarch was on a career high, riding viral fame, music releases, and a tightly managed personal brand. But then came a casual moment that fans now flag with red lights. Sometime in 2022, Bella was spotted with Rose, a photo that quickly circulated among fandoms. At first, no one thought twice. But not long after, Bella suddenly announced her divorce. Yes, from a secret marriage no one even knew about until it ended. They struck anyway. So whether it's public or private, long-term or a secret rendezvous, if Rose's in the frame, the heartbreak countdown begins. Each couple, each photo, each timeline adds another chapter to a mystery no one wants to believe, but no one can ignore. Rose's solo song once whispered, "I'll put a curse on her and you." At the time, it felt metaphorical. Just lyrics. But now, in hindsight, the words sound more like a prophecy. Because this isn't a one-time trend. It's happening again and again. If this were a movie, Rose would be the silent ghost in a Final Destination scene, never harming anyone directly, but always there right before the fall. So now we ask you, if you had the chance to take a photo with Rose, would you? Comment your thoughts.